As the most devastating storm that Greenleaf has ever saw dissipated, the clan cats of Dame Clan arose from their nest to see the damage. However, there was no damage. In fact, the clan looked good as new, as if no storm had happened. A Star Clan cat stood there, one that they knew as Bear Dapple. Posy Star stepped forward to greet the Star Clan cat. As the Star Clan cat peered down at all of her subjects, she spoke. "You have done well, and for that you will be rewarded. Protection and strength will now guide you." And with that, she disappeared back into the stars. Each of the cats awoke, seemingly a dream that was shared between the clan. There was no storm, there was no rain, except for the clouds that seemed to follow some of the clanmates. Song Sun woke up, peering around her, seeing dark, shadowy clouds. They followed her every movement, her every step. Small sparks of lightning, or small droplets of rain, would come from the clouds every now and then. She watched as the droplets pitter-pattered on the ground below her. An interesting sight, something that no cat has ever seen. Clouds following someone? And she wasn't the only one who awoke with something odd. Bee-Paw woke up, bubbles and water surrounding her paws. As she opened her mouth, a small bubble came out. These new powers would take some getting used to, but each of the cats now had something they needed to learn about themselves and the cats around them, and what this would mean for Dame Clan. Okay, so I downloaded a Sprite mod, I don't know if that's the correct word, but a Sprite, alter, skin, mod, whatever you want to call it, for our Dame Clan. So I wanted to add some more interest into the clan. While of course the challenge itself does make the clan interesting, as seen by the amount of people who really seem to like this clan and this challenge, but I thought it'd be really fun to try and just add some more variety to it. So here's Posy Star. It seems like she's sort of transparent, translucent. Maybe she's like made out of some sort of like jelly or ghosty kind of coating, but you can kind of see her bones and stuff from the inside. That's freaky. Ooh, Dust Stripe. Look at him. Sorry, her. All of the cats in here should be female, so I shouldn't be calling anybody hims. But look at her. She's got like volcanic powers going on. She's got like this volcanic shell and like fire around her. Her eyes match too. I don't know if that's what her eyes used to be beforehand. Yeah, copper, so. Ooh, Dash Silk. She has like this sort of heavenly, cloudy, sunny glow around her. I wonder what kind of powers that would technically be. Maybe light? Pearpaw looks like she has very similar powers to whatever was going on with our leader, how it's kind of like transparent. Song Sun has sort of dark, thunderous clouds with lightning shooting down and rain. On back, I don't see anything on her that's different, actually. I don't remember exactly what her pattern looks like beforehand, but it doesn't look like anything sort of like super obviously changed, but maybe I'm just missing something. Mumble Dapple, you've got like fiery clouds, so maybe like volcanic ash is kind of maybe what's going on with you. That's neat. Bitter Newt has very similar like thunderous stuff going on here. Very cool. Powers of more like sort of light. Who are okay, so it's some of the kits. So Beepaw has something different than the others, I feel like. A lot of them have, like, cloud or, like, the transparent thing going on. Beepaw has, like, bubbles and water. That's really neat. Plume Kit also has the light. I think Fumble Kit is one of our male cats at the moment, so if he is still identifying as male by 6 moons, he will have to be kicked out. Just a reminder on the rules. This seems like it's maybe evaporated water going on, because there's water up here, but it's, like, smoky. Let's see, here it seems like a kind of just like smoky stuff going on, so I guess his power has to do with like smoke and stuff. More thunder clouds on Bumbling Kit. Surf Kit is male, so one of our kits that we might not be able to keep, but has that sort of transparent look that some of the other cats have. Bush Kit is male, but they have something different. They have like a leaf growing out of their back. They kind of remind me of like a Bulbasaur from Pokemon. But we can go ahead and start doing some patrols. So we can put Black Paw, Pear Paw, and Frond back together. Pearpaw heads out on what promises to be a fragrant patrol, searching for wild garlic for the gathering patrol. This garlic will certainly restock the herb stores, which are close to Pearpaw's nest. Yay! At least the warriors seem relieved. They'll never be able to sleep next to the herbs. And we'll put just 2 cats together, and so we can do 3 patrols at least. So we're putting Song Sun and Mumble Dapple together. While on patrol, Mumble Dapple notices some suspicious paw prints by the mud in the short grass. Boldly, Songstun follows the paw prints to a trespassing rogue and confronts them. Fur puffed up and scowling, Songstun and Mumbledapple demand the rogue leaves Dame Clan territory. Intimidated by their confidence, the rogue gives in and leaves without a fight. And last patrol, for the moon. It is extremely hot out today. The hunting patrol is having a hard time staying on task. Beepaw debates turning back home. Beepaw collapses from heat exhaustion and has to be carried back to camp. Keys. Okay, my bad. Might have pushed them a little bit too far then that time, huh? Do we have... Okay, we don't have a mediator. Honestly, maybe we could do with one. You know what? Since Fronbat didn't seem to be blessed with powers like the rest of the cats, a lot of the cats are a little bit, like, concerned that they might bring something bad to the clan or something bad might happen. So, Fronbat, she gets switched to a mediator. They're a little bit scared of her going on, like, patrols and stuff right now. They kind of want to keep her just back in the clan and kind of keep an eye on her a little bit more. She's definitely a little bit hurt by this, feeling like her clan doesn't trust her as much, but she decides that she's gonna try her best to do what's best for the clan, regardless. We're gonna time skip one moon. Our medicine cats are still not feeling the best. Pearpaw examines Posy Star's leg and reports that everything seems to be healed. The weakness that Posy Star had complained about is likely a permanent consequence of the injury. Uh-oh. So do you have a condition now? Leg, yeah. You can kind of see. Yeah. She's got like some scarring on the back of her leg now. Duststripe has healed from the strain of delivering her litter. Beepaw's heat exhaustion has abated, so that's good. It did that really quickly. So luckily, it seems like all of our cats are doing alright at the moment. A lot of our cats are feeling better. Posy Star and Duststripe are two that I remember were not feeling well last moon. Let's see Fronback, see if he can mediate someone. Sure, we'll allow mediate on Bloom and Black. So Fumble is only 3 moons, so he still has 3 more moons to figure out his identity before he gets kicked out for being male. So we'll put Blackpaw, Songsun, and Pearpaw together. Pearpaw heads out to find Ragwort, holding the particular fragile shape of its furrowed leaves in their mind to distinguish it from every other low-growing patch of greenery. They bring warriors with them to carry it back to camp. Try as they might, Pearpaw can't seem to remember the exact shape of the ragwort leaves, and isn't going to harvest from the plants they haven't confidently identified. Better safe than sorry, as they say. Seems like Pearpaw is not doing too well without their proper mentor with them. Mumbledapple, Posy Star, yeah. It's extremely hot out today, and the hunting patrol is having a hard time staying on task. Mumbledapple debates turning back home. You know, since we got heat exhaustion last time we pressed proceed here, let's do not proceed. And let's let our cats not get sick this time. Patrol decides to head back to camp. They can hunt on a different day. I'm gonna put our last 3 together, which is Bitter Newt, Beepaw, and Duststripe. Your patrol has a disagreement and looks to Duststripe to settle the dispute. Proceed. Duststripe manages to skillfully smooth over any disagreement. So far, I'm really liking Beepaw. I feel like it's just because she has, like, the unique bubble going on, but I love it. Also, Songsun, I really enjoy as well. Just, I think the coat colors match really well with, like, the thunderous stuff, and blue eyes work really well as well. Also, Duststripe is super cool, because, like, the dust reminds me of, like, volcanic stuff, and then, you know, obviously, they got, like, some sort of volcanic fiery stuff going on. I wonder what Beepaw's relationships kind of look like right now. Also, what is their family tree? Beepaw is littermates with Blackpaw and Pearpaw. Beepaw's parent was Fronback. Okay. Let's see relationships. So, Bee doesn't seem to dislike anybody. They get along well with their family, it looks like. They really respect Mumbledapple. They have a decent amount of respect for everyone, honestly, because they have respect for Songsun and Duststripe as well. They trust Plumekitt, but other than that, they don't have much going on there. I'm curious, out of all the, like, new sprites here, what is your guys' favorite? Because I think so far Beepaw is my favorite, like I said, but I don't necessarily dislike really any of them. I think they all have, like, cool stuff going on. I don't really know how much I like the, like, transparent cats, but it's not awful or anything, it's just funky looking. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and time skip another moon. Dame Clan does not have any healthy medicine cats, so do we just not... It's just that you're sick and then we only have an apprentice. You're just recovering from birth, so you shouldn't be feeling bad too much longer. Fronback travels to Heart Clan to resolve some recent hunting disputes. So, I guess one of our bordering clans is Heart Clan. Interesting. So we'll put Posy Star, Blackpaw, and Songsun together. The patrol looks around for something to disguise their scent while hunting. A fragrant shrub will do. The plan works, and their hunt goes well. I forget that a big thing about, like, hunting in warrior cats is, like, disguising your scent and stuff. So put Duststripe and Pearpaw together. As the patrol pads out into Dame Clan territory, Duststripe tells Pearpaw about the dream they had last night, and what the Star Clan vision could mean for Dame Clan. Oh, so it's very important. So Pearpaw, he gets to try and sort of interpret what a dream means, and if it means anything for Star Clan. As they have an in-depth conversation about Duststripe's vision as they walk, by the time they head back to camp, they have a good idea of what to do with the information. Okay, so yeah, Pearpaw's getting really good at their job. They're able to sort of decide what, like, Star Clan visions mean and stuff like that, and they're starting to get pretty good at their job. So Mumbledapple, Bitternewt, and Beepaw are together here. Your patrol catches the scent of a mouse nearby. Beepaw locates the mouse and begins to stalk. The mouse nibbles on a seed, unaware of the hunting cat. Beepaw waggles their haunches and leaps, pinning the mouse beneath a paw as they make the killing bite. Oh, that art's so cute. I've never actually, like, looked at it for very long. It has like the stint of the mouse kind of like trailing behind it. That's cool. So Frondback, let's see if you can mediate anybody this time. Try and fix some of that dislike that's going on between the two of them. We don't want siblings disliking each other. Posy Star is wishing Fumblecut will play more quietly. Posy, you're old. I don't know how old cats like live in this game, but I feel like 163 is decently old. I mean, how many years is that? Hold on. I'll pull up a calculator real quick. See, what was it? 163? Yeah, 163 divided. That is 13 and a half years. So I guess it's decently old for a cat, but it's not like unheard of. I mean, I've seen cats like live up to 20, so. But wild cats typically don't live as long, but you know. Duststripe is chattering at the birds in the trees above. I'd be so scared that Duststripe would burn a tree down with their thing going on here. Aw, Pearpaw is trying to recruit other apprentices for a quick adventure. Pearpaw's probably just feeling lonely because their medicine cat that's supposed to be training them is not exactly been feeling good enough to train them in for a while. Longback wants to get to know Swishkit better. Songsun wants to know Blackpaw better. A lot of these cats just are thinking about other cats and how they want to know them better. It's kind of wholesome. Mumbledapple is craving the taste of shrew. Bitternote is eavesdropping on Beepaw. Blackpaw is hiding after receiving a compliment. Oh, cute little thing. Insecure. Oh, poor thing. Beepaw is gossiping. Plumekit is asking the older cats about how kittens are made. Fumblekit is annoying other cats. Fumblekit doesn't want to grow up yet. Thriftkit calls Bubbling Kit stinky. Why are all the male cats, like, being mean to all the other cats? Like, they're not helping their case. Swishkit twitches their tail. They might just be unhappy because they know they're probably gonna get abandoned in the woods. You know, I know we're only, like, what, 17 moons in, but I'm surprised we haven't had any deaths happen yet. Oh yeah, I guess Beardapple would have sort of, powers as well. So it looks like she got, like, the sort of clouds and stuff going on. I wish we could know more about, Heart Clan, because that's interesting. I don't think we've heard that one before. Time skipping 1 moon. Duststripe was seen touching noses with a rogue. Scandalous. Dashsilk has healed from the strain of delivering the litter. Finally. Dashsilk has gotten a running nose. Bubbling Kit woke up with a mild headache, but got up to play anyways, trying to ignore the nagging pain. As the herb stores are inspected by the medicine cats, it's noticed that all the Burdock went bad. They'll have to be replaced with new ones. Okay. Well, at least we can actually put our medicine cat and a medicine cat apprentice together, so we have Dashsilk and Pearpaw. As leaf fall arrives, blackberry pants burst into fruit, and Dashsilk needs help to take advantage, bringing Pearpaw along. Perfect, there's a good crop of blackberries just waiting for them. The bramble seems to be sending out new exploratory branches too, promising more growth in the future. Seeing the leaves set out to dry, Pearpaw watches them over diligently and makes Dashsilk feel like they can relax. I wonder if any cats are wanting to know anybody. If there's anybody that's like, oh, I want to get to know so-and-so better. Well, it seems like Bee wants to go hunting, at least. We can get that much. Yeah, it doesn't look like any of the cats are specifically talking about any other cats. I just know Bee wants to go hunting. Put Bee, Bitter, and Duststripe on for hunting. Your patrol comes across a prairie dog. Your patrol catches the prairie dog. Alright. Blackpaw and Songsun. Your patrol approaches a two-leg nest on the prairie while hunting. Next to it, a strange tower marks a soft thump, its wooden leaves circling in the wind. Antagonize. Okay, well that's not what I meant. I was wanting to attack whatever the windmill thing was. A two-legged kid approaches the patrol and they send it away, squawking with blood on its claws. Mumbledapple and Posy Star. Mumbledapple is tempted to eat the prey they just caught. Mumbledapple gives in to their grumbling belly, reasoning that no one will notice. But when the patrol reforms, Mumbledapple arrives back, empty-pawed. With blood on their lips, they feel suspicious stares of the other warriors on their pelt. Yeah, I wonder why, Mumbledapple. I don't think you were supposed to do that one, bud. So Dashsilk is feeling better now. She's standing upright. How much time we got left for you? Oh, next moon you get kicked out unless you end up changing your gender. Not the most likely though, so I guess we'll just have to cross our fingers. Duststripe is watching with pride as Plumepaw is named and given to Mumbledapple to apprentice under. They know Mumbledapple was a good choice. Bumblepaw has reached the age of 6 moons and has been made an apprentice with Posy Star as their mentor. Bumbling Kit's headache is gone. Duststripe is watching with pride as Bumbling Paw is named and given to Duststripe to apprentice under. You know that Duststripe was a good choice. Thriftkit falls into a river but is saved by Bumbling Paw. Oh. As the herb stores are inspected by the medicine cats, it's noticed that some of the blackberry went bad. Didn't we get blackberry last moon? That's so messed up. Also, Fumblepaw is officially 6 moons and is still identifying as male, so unfortunately, he will have to leave. Plumepaw and Bumblepaw, however, seem to be doing perfectly fine. Duststripe wonders who gave them 9 lives. You're already thinking a little bit ahead, bud. So it sounds like we need to go get Blackberry. We put Duststripe and Mumbledapple together. Looks like Mumbledapple wants to go with them. So Duststripe, Mumbledapple. A rabbit bursts out from cover, startled by the patrol. The patrol rallies almost instantly and manages to corner and catch the rabbit. Very good. Very competent hunters. Oh, did you specify patrol? You did, okay. Whoops. I think I sent you on a hunting one, but that's fine. Put Bitternut and Beepaw, Dash Silk, and Pearpaw together. So as patrol pads out into Dame Clan territory, Beepaw tells Dash Silk about the dream they had last night and what the Star Clan vision could mean for Dame Clan. Dash Silk shakes their heads sadly. They can't make sense of the vision. Dang, it sounds like Beepaw's honestly getting better at making sense of visions than Dash Silk is. I mean, Beepaw's kind of had to, not Beepaw, sorry, Pearpaw. Pearpaw seems to be doing better than Dash Silk. Maybe Pearpaw's ready to, graduate already, honestly. Let's see, Songsun and Blackpaw and Posy Star. On the way to mark the far corners of the plains, Blackpaw starts telling the story of their ancestors to keep every cat entertained. They try, but their clanmates seem unenthused, so Blackpaw stops. Blackpaw, why do you know so much about the ancestors? I mean, good for you. But, so Plumepaw and Duststripe will put together. On this dry morning, the patrol heads out to I've already put Duststripe out with somebody. I'm getting my cats confused. On this dry morning, the patrol heads out to practice tunnel navigation. There's an old, long-abandoned badger set that's perfect for apprentices. Big enough to not be claustrophobic, but with plenty of crisscross and overlapping tunnels. Just don't get lost in there. Plumepaw refuses to believe that tunnels could possibly be hard to navigate. They also refuse to get any closer to them, and start an argument with Duststripe about it. Well, that's, unfortunate. Our cats really need to learn how to get along a little bit better. Have we done this yet? I don't think so. So Dash Silk and Posy Star, there we go. A lot of our cats seem to be calico. Not all of them, but a decent amount of them. We got a Tortie, Calico. Okay, well, maybe only those two then. I could have sworn we had more than that. Huh. Regardless, I like how a lot of these cats look. They're really pretty, even without the skin that I put on, honestly. Going ahead and time skipping 1 moon, we are now officially at 20 moons. Dash Silk no longer has a running nose, but Swishkit, however, has gotten green cough. As the herb stores are inspected by the medicine cats, it's noticed that all of the botany went bad. They'll have to be replaced with new ones. Blackpaw and Songsun will go together. Songsun takes them both out to see a herd of bison that the patrol spotted moving near Dame Clan's territory. If we proceed, are we gonna try and attack the bison, or... I hope not. Blackpaw refuses to believe that bison could possibly be so huge. They also refuse to get any closer to them and start an argument with Songsun about it. Okay, well, bit dramatic. Dash Silk and Pearpaw. Dash Silk waits until they're out of camp to reveal to Pearpaw that they're off to find Catmint, a helpful group of helpers, is a little, unhelpful. Catmint is just too exciting for many other clanmates to keep their heads around, and they need to ensure Dame Clan has stocks for the coming leaf fair. I just realized one of our skills is Dark Forest. Which one of you has Dark Forest? Hold on. Pearpaw loses their head over the Catmint, and Dash Silk is forced to cancel the gathering patrol, take them back to camp until they can regain their senses. Okay, well, drug in the child, and maybe that'll get Masterful Storyteller and Dark Forest Affinity. Well, maybe that's why Dash Silk has so much issues with, interpreting Star Clan visions and stuff. Bitternut and Beepaw will add together. There are dark clouds on the horizon, and Bitternut wonders if they should continue. Do not proceed for now. The patrol decides to head back early, so Mumbledapple and Plumepaw. Mumbledapple wanders past an old badger set overlooking a crook in the little river, only to freeze. There's a new scent here, acrid and sour. Carefully considering their options, Mumbledapple decides to set up a stakeout with the patrol. When the badger pokes its head above the ground at dusk, they're prepared. In unison, everyone turns for home. Cats fade into the grass before its predators even blink the sleep out of its eyes. Adding all our last 3 cats together, which is going to be Duststripe, Bumbling Paw, and Posy Star. Duststripe spots a rabbit up ahead, but it seems to be acting strange. The patrol can see its tremors from a few fox lengths away. You know what, we'll go ahead and proceed. Duststripe catches the rabbit and is eaten as normal. Okay, Duststripe, well, if you die next moon, we'll know why. Let's see, Prawnbat. Let's see what you can do. So Bitternut and Songsun will mediate together. And let's see if anything happens next moon. Duststripe was caught sharing prey with a rogue who was chased off by a patrol. Duststripe, why are you sharing prey with a rogue? As the clan cheers for the new warrior, Black Blur. I've never seen the blur used as a suffix before. That's really cool. Prawnbat purrs loudly. Their kit is finally a warrior. A new journey has begun for Black Blur, and Prawnbat knows that Black Blur's hard work will lead them through anything. Posy Star calls the clan to a meeting and declares Beepaw to be a warrior. They are now called Bee Drizzle and are celebrated for their dedication. It's really fitting, Drizzle, since you got the bubble powers and stuff. What did Black Blur have? Bubbling Paw disappears for a few days and returns to camp with a white bow collar. Alright then. Thriftpaw touches noses with their mentor, Black Blur, looking bored and unimpressed, but on the inside they're bouncing around with euphoria as if they were still a kid. Fortunately, I don't think Thriftpaw or Swishpaw were female, and now that there are 6 moons, they're no longer allowed to be a part of the clan. Swishpaw was loving. At least the other male cats, half the time they had, negative traits and stuff. That makes me sad. Mediate some a little bit. Black Blur and Bitternut with Bee Drizzle, Dash Silk, and Pearpaw. In the Leaf Bear Snow, the chances of finding any usable daisies seem slim. Dash Silk hesitates. Should they even try and look? It feels nearly impossible, but the glimpse of soggy green stuff at the end of their cold search makes it all worth it. Or kind of worth it. Dash Silk is sure it'll seem worth it once they're back in their nice, warm nest. And Daisy was gathered during the patrol. So Mumbledapple and Plumepaw, it starts snowing soon after the patrol sets out, trying to bring back something, anything, for the fresh kill pile. Proceed. Despite the snow, the patrol manages to hunt successfully, finding mice scurrying along the paths worn in the snow. Only a couple, but in the season, that's more than enough to count as a success. As Mumbledapple leads them home, there's a sense of security and competence driving them onwards. So Duststripe and Bubbling Paw, the patrol hears a cat begging for their houseful to come back, just barely legible over the sounds of a monster speeding away. Proceed. They discover the cooling body of a kitty pet. Seems they attempted to run after their two legs but was run over by another monster. Duststripe silently sends a prayer for the kitty pet, and can't help but curse the two legs who abandoned such a loyal cat. Put Black Blur, Posy Star, Song Sun, and Bitternut. We'll put the rest of them there. This is just one of the weirdest things I've ever seen. Bitternut comments to Posy Star as the patrol stares at DameClan's uninvited guests on their hunting ground. Are they going to do anything about that thing? What is it? Is it gonna be like a maned wolf or something? Yeah. Song Sun is able to recall some of the stories they got told about the maned wolf, of how it stole its legs from a deer for speed and power, but in doing so, accidentally took the deer's flightiness. Ever since then, it has been the tallest and shyest creature in the grasslands. At least maned wolves aren't like an issue for us, and they just kind of do their own thing. Little Bow is so cute. I'm so excited to see Bubbling Paw's like bigger sprite so that we can see exactly like what they have going on, like with the bow, like how it looks and stuff. So time skipping to 22 moons. Posy Star lost a life-saving Plumepaw from a snake. Oh my gosh. Ronback travels to Heart Clan to resolve some recent hunting disputes. The meeting goes better than expected, and Fronback returns with a plan to solve the issue for good. Dash Silk overexerts himself and is feeling extremely sore. Pearpaw has gotten yellow cough. As the herb stores are inspected by the medicine cats, it's noticed that all the ragwort went bad. They'll have to be replaced with new ones. You know, I'm very curious, what's the difference between all of the different, like, coughs in warrior cats? I'm gonna look up, warrior cat sicknesses here on Google. White cough and green cough are the most common chest infections known to the clan cat. White cough is the milder form, but if untreated, it can develop into the much more severe green cough. Cats usually catch it during leaf fall and leaf bear, sometimes develops into a large-scale epidemic. So, white cough is like the mild form of green cough and is basically just a chest infection. Black cough is a form of chest infection. Red cough is where they cough up blood. Okay. Yellow cough infects and kills several cats. It causes loss of appetite, fever, difficulty breathing, delirium, and sore throat. So that's what Pearpaw has over here, is yellow cough. Chest infections mentioned in the warrior books come from 3 stages: white cough, green cough, and black cough. And it has a whole list of all the cats who have died from those 3. Okay, so yellow cough is just, like, not good either. Let's see, going back over to here. Bubbling Paw, Duststripe, Song Sun, and Black Blur. Bubbling Paw finds a loner who offers their healing skills in exchange for shelter. Proceed. New medicine cat is welcomed into the clan, and their name is Sky Scar. Okay, Sky Scar? Let's see, you have like ice powers or something going on here. No, like smoke. But you're male. Put Plumepaw, Mumbledapple, and Bitternut together. The patrol glimpses into the shadow of a fish as they pad past a stream. Bitternut pads closer to the water's edge, careful to keep their shadow away from the water. The fish doesn't seem to notice them, and darts too close. Bitternut's paw flashes into the water, and their fish flops into the bank. They kill it and happily carry it back to camp. And our last 3 cats. Dash Silk notices that the moss in the medicine den is getting old. They need to go and gather more, and they call over some warriors to help them. Dash Silk leads the way into the best moss patch they know, with their entourage following close behind. Their cats begin cutting off bits of moss and making their respective piles. Once the pile turns into mouthfuls, they pick up the bundles of new bedding and start back towards the camp. Alright, so that seems like a decent place to leave it off. We have exiled a lot of cats, had a lot of lore that I decided to add into our little clan here. I do want to try and add more lore to the clans that I have going on. It's just that I have so many that it's like hard to make lore for all of them, and then I have to keep up with the lore, so I'm thinking about making a Google Doc here soon and actually writing down a bunch of lore bits and pieces and ideas and stuff like that. But yeah, I guess let me know what you think about me trying to add more story to these clans. I think it would give them much more personality and make the characters a lot more memorable, and overall I think it just might make it more fun and easier to get like attached to the characters and stuff. But we're going to save the clan and head back to the main menu. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to play more of this clan, because I'm getting invested in them now.